Good morning. We're going to be working in the heifer barn again this morning. It is February 11th. So I'm going to push up all the hay and feed grain. So we'll jump right into a time lapse video. Alright, so the heifer barn's looking much better now. That time lapse was 16 minutes compressed into, I think it was around a minute and 10 seconds or a minute or so. As you can see, these heifers are really bad. They always push the hay out right away. But these close-up dry cows, they don't. They eat it, and then these far-off dry cows, they push it a little bit, but they're eating it. So this afternoon, we're obviously going to have to chop more bales in here and feed more bales and clean out the barn, but for now it'll do, and the heifer barn's looking much cleaner. I like to try and push all the baleage up, like off the floor out to here every day, and then I like to push it the other way into the pasture every week. That way we get a nice clean floor in this heifer barn. Alright, so it's after morning chores now. It's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we had this old box, and I made a lid for it, and I cut a slot in it, but the slot is too small. This is a card box for my sister's wedding. I've been making decor for it, so I got to cut the slot a little bit bigger. The other thing I've been working on is I've been cutting, there's more, but all of these wooden pucks I've been cutting out with the chainsaw, and we got some out back weathering. So I've been working on all that over the past few weeks in here, and then everything has started to become a little bit of a mess in here, so I'm just gonna fix that box, and then I'm gonna just clean everything up because the junk is certainly adding up. Alright, so things are looking better. I made this slot wider, so now cards will fit through, or it's just a little bit too narrow for one of the larger size cards. This is all the wood from the circles I cut, but some of it we just, whatever wasn't wanted. Here's all the pucks. I put them in a blue box. That way they are no longer all over the floor here. I also got this bench cleaned up. I got the bags of seed off of it. Put those where they're supposed to be. So everything is getting cleaned up now. Alright, it's after lunch now. Don't really like to be doing this, but we're on our 5 acres of land that we cleared, and I need some more white birch for the wedding. But it's very muddy out, but I gotta get at this tree. So we're kind of just toughing it out and sending it, trying to get a few pieces of this. It is muddy though. Alright, so I broke off a piece while I cut it, and then the last bit snapped. So we have a log that we're gonna start cutting pieces from. Alright, so we've still been working in this mess. We got, okay, that one's not a perfect chunk, but on the other side it's nice. We've got quite a few different pieces cut out. I'm gonna take them out, and I'm gonna put them in the field over there to look at. because this place is a little bit like a swamp at the moment, just because there's nothing in it and the ground's all tilled up. Alright, so we've got a bunch of pieces of log cut out. We also got this. It's really unfortunate this actually chipped out, but I think I might still cut a few off there, or I might take that whole log home. And this is splitting too, so this won't be holding together, but I might take this home, come back with the gator to grab them, or I'll cut some of that up here. I got to decide yet, but yeah, it's too bad it got above freezing because everything's muddy now. But when it was freezing, just things weren't working. I didn't have time, so here we are doing it now. Alright, so back at the farm now. We cut up a bunch of firewood. I brought a tree home, just a small one, and cut it up. I'm gonna stack it on Beppa's deck, my grandmother's deck, with the rest of the wood. Alright, got all the wood stacked on the deck now. So that'll be enough for a good hunk of time. Beppa doesn't use a whole lot of wood to heat her house anyway, just a little bit. Pretty much it's just an entertainment thing, just something she likes to do. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say for this clip. So, put the chainsaw away and start feeding cows. Alright, so I just brought this grain buggy over to the heifer barn. We used the tractor to do it, or I used tractor to do it. It was just a little bit easier. So this afternoon we also chopped baleage and we cleaned out the heifer barn. It's kind of hard to see, but up there, those are the close-up cows. And as you can see, they're nicely bedded down. They have already had their grain for tonight, but I'm just bringing the buggy here. That way we don't have to do it tomorrow morning. So yeah, as you can see, nicely bedded down straw packs for all of the heifers and cows. Alright, so we are putting calves through a robotic calf feeder. Most of these are calves that are only a few days old, so they need a little bit of encouragement to catch on and learn. So that's what we're doing now. So as you can see, this calf here is drinking. This is one of our bull calves on our farm. You can tell that by 1,024, so anyone that is over 1,000 is a bull calf, and then any calf that's under 1,000 is a heifer calf. So you can see the 1,024. This is him right there. So far he's drank half a liter. And this is his first time in the feeder since I probably updated his number. So that's why you can see feed days 1, feed day 1, visit 1.